So it all started back in 2009. I was in my yard doing some yard work when something caught my attention at my neighbor's place next door. My neighbor had been outside swaying her body back and forth, holding something against her chest, and I thought it may have been one of her children. As I greeted her with a hello, she turned around to greet me back, and that's when I noticed she had an adult iguana up against her. So, I was intrigued and went over to investigate further. She had a 10-year-old male iguana that went by the name of Pugsley. Pugsley was cute, and from that moment on I wanted a green iguana, and also from that moment on, I researched how to care for these creatures. I wanted to know what I was getting myself into if I was to purchase a green iguana for home, how to care, and what they required for a long, sustainable life. After I got my research done, I purchased a 30-gallon aquarium and converted it into a terrarium for my new green friend. Now once that was all set up, I went to the pet store in my city to go pick out my green iguana. What I wanted was a male iguana because males grow bigger, but in hindsight, I'm glad I ended up with a female because males are way more aggressive, as I learned over the years. It is now July 25th of 2009 when I picked out Brutie. I picked her out because she was the bigger one out of all the other iguanas in that terrarium, so I knew she likes to eat and she was healthy. I had thought I had gained a male iguana because the gentleman who helped me at the time said it was a male iguana. It is very difficult to pick out the sex of an iguana when they are young. It will take up to a year before you could differentiate the sexes. So the name I had picked out for my new green friend was Brutus, and it wasn't long after when I went to the veterinarian to give my iguana a checkup, she told me I had a female iguana. So I was like, interesting, so I did not change the name too much and named her Brutie. As time went on, it was not long that my iguana grew out of her terrarium within 2 months. What I did is, sat down and planned out a new home for her. I would have to build from scratch, as this was a huge undertaking. The project in total cost me around $1,000 Canadian, and I got most of my materials from Home Depot, which is a local hardware store in Canada. The materials comprise plexiglass, wood, spray foam, paint, wheels, various types of dried riverwood, and various materials from the pet store such as plastic plants, humidifiers, lights, thermometers, foggers, etc. The finished project turned out to be a work of art. We will expand as time goes. The Green Queen and I have been living together for almost 13 years, and we look forward to another 10+ years. This is our story.